Papua New Guinea Supreme Court has reinstated the former Prime Minister Sir Michael Somare. The court's ruled that the election of his successor, Peter O'Neill, as Michael mentioned, was unconstitutional.
My doctors, 5 doctors who operated me, my doctors in Singapore, and there is they vowed that my health is as good as any. I'm old enough to be a 40-year-old again.
Sir Michael Somare, who's saying he's still young enough to rule. Our PNG correspondent Liam Fox joins us now from Port Moresby. Liam, this is an astonishing turn of events. Tell us what's happened in the last 24 hours, but also take us back through how this came to pass.
Sure. What the Supreme Court has essentially done is reinstall a political reality that ceased to exist back in August. A mass defection of government MPs to the then opposition allowed them to move a motion declaring the PM seat vacant and then to elect Peter O'Neill as Sir Michael's successor. All of this happened while Sir Michael was overseas undergoing medical treatment. He underwent 3 heart operations. Since then, Peter O'Neill has been in power, but Sir Michael's supporters had gone to the Supreme Court arguing that there was never a vacancy, and even if there was, the proper process to appoint a replacement wasn't followed. And indeed, that is what the Supreme Court has found, that there wasn't a vacancy and that the proper process, which involves declaring the Prime Minister's office vacant and then having to come back the next day to vote for a replacement, was not followed. Therefore, Sir Michael's removal was unconstitutional and unlawful, and so was the appointment of Peter O'Neill. Now, since that decision last night, things have gotten quite tense. Dozens of heavily armed police rushed to Government House, the residence of the Governor-General. Those officers, we understand, are loyal to Sir Michael Somare, and their job was to prevent Peter O'Neill from reaching the Governor-General so that he couldn't, in effect, reconfirm he was the country's legitimate leader. Peter O'Neill did try to go there. There was a standoff with police. We've heard differing accounts. One account is that he wasn't allowed through. The other account is that he did get through, but the Governor-General has refused to sign any new instruments whatsoever. And Sir Michael is expected to head there this morning. Also last night we were told that there were gunshots fired around Government House as well, but that was one burst. And as of late last night, there were only a handful of police out the front of Government House, so the situation has calmed as of last night.
But Liam Fox, in your estimation, will this decision create any civil unrest in the country?
Look, it's definitely a possibility. Sir Michael Somare's government was on the nose back in August. The election of Peter O'Neill was welcomed by a lot of people who hoped it would be a fresh start. The government of Sir Michael Somare was seen as being stale and ineffective, so I imagine that a lot of people on the street will be disappointed with what the Supreme Court has ordered. And it just, I guess it comes down to how far that disappointment goes, whether there are protests. Unfortunately, in PNG, even peaceful protests, there's a track record of those getting out of control with unsavoury elements taking the opportunity to cause trouble. There are many other unanswered questions as well. Sir Michael is now 75, as we said. He's undergone 3 heart operations.
Yes. Just
how fit is he going to be to lead the country? And also, he'll effectively be leading a minority government. O'Neill has the numbers.
O'Neill, of course, is going to have contempt charges levelled against him, and I shouldn't imagine that he or his supporters will take that very lightly either. They'll probably respond as strongly as they've been seen to respond in the past.
That's right, and we've been told that as of last night, O'Neill, when the O'Neill government was still in control, we were told that Parliament would be resuming this morning, but the Somare camp last night said, no, we are the legitimate government. There will be no Parliament this morning. I guess that's to protect themselves, given that at this stage they don't have the numbers and that O'Neill would have the numbers in Parliament. Lots of questions remain to be answered, and hopefully some of them get answered today.
Liam Fox, thank you for that update. Thanks so much.